According to a new report from CNN that has been confirmed by White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, the White House has been holding regular talks for several months now with Fox News to discuss their coverage of the pandemic. Now, as we all know, Fox News has been one of the largest purveyors of misinformation about the pandemic and the vaccine, basically since the beginning of this thing. And it's only been literally within the last 3 days that some hosts have changed their language, right? Steve Doocy going out telling people, get vaccinated. Sean Hannity going out and telling people, I believe in the science of vaccines. Get it if you can. That is a sharp, sharp turn from where these individuals were just a couple weeks ago. Fox News has a vaccine passport-ish policy that they've been enforcing for a very long time. So maybe these talks between the White House and Fox News are working. Unfortunately, the White House says, we don't know. We don't know if they're working. We don't know if it's doing any good. And of course, both Fox News and the White House, once this report came out, tried to, dispute the levels at which the conversations were happening, basically trying to say no, it's not the higher ups. It's not Biden going out and talking to Rupert Murdoch, trying to, get them to stop with the misinformation. Mostly it's, I guess, White House staffers talking to producers over at Fox News. So you don't have the big wigs doing this, but you do have people engaging in conversations about their coverage of the pandemic. And it goes beyond that, by the way. It is not just Fox News that this administration is talking to. Psaki also confirmed that they have reached out to several media outlets to speak with them about their coverage of the pandemic. Now, we may not know for certain what other outlets those are, but if we're talking about spreading COVID misinformation, I would have to assume they've tried to reach out to both Newsmax and the One America News Network. And to be honest, this is what the administration should be doing. And if he has the time to do it, I think Joe Biden should be a part of these conversations. This is one of those rare things that really should have brought the nation together. The pandemic. We can all band together, do what's right, protect not just ourselves, but one another as one country, one people. All the lines that usually divide us, we could have erased them and come together and beaten this thing together. That is the message that Joe Biden, or at least somebody in that White House, needs to be delivering to these media outlets. Is it going to work with him? Who knows? I mean, honestly, these networks are so ass backwards at this point, it's hard to think that you can talk reasonably and rationally to them. But that doesn't mean you don't try. And I think, at least based on these reports, that is what the administration is doing. And that's what you have to do. There are major sources of misinformation in this country out there spreading lies about the pandemic and the vaccines every single day. And if this administration is actively going out there trying to get them to change, then that is something that needs to be applauded. That is something that we need to encourage, and that's something that we need to see more of until this pandemic is over. If you can't get enough Ring of Fire, we encourage everyone to subscribe to our channel for fresh video content 7 days a week. And for even more from me, you can follow me on all social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Fair and Balanced.